Made it with love, but also please in the youth app thank Inke because she helped a lot. Okay, Inke.
Dankjewel, see you later. Doei. Nee, dat weet ik, maar ik kom je wel uit. Dat red je wel. So that was that. Good lunch, right? She was right. He was with Imke in Dirk's house. Dirk left. Ah, there. Behind Thomas. So thanks a lot for that. Yeah. Good. Okay, we take a moment to sit with our eyes closed. Okay. Ich, me, sam, shi, bo, rock, sich, hach, ne, sam, shi, bo, rock, sich, hach, ich, me, sam, shi, bo, rock, sich, hach, ne, sam, shi, bo, rock, sich, hach, ich, ne, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ni, Mi, San, Shi, Go, Rok, Sich, Hach. Let's do these two to relax a bit more. Activate down the walls, move from the ground up. We can use the feeling like the dragon comes from the water and then like lightning it comes down, like every Aikido technique. So here it's like you raise up and then it's just like lightning. It means like a speed of gravity, it just boom, everything falls down. So that feeling, so you rise up and so all technique the same feeling. Continue where we were. Where were we? Something about showman and a lot of explanation. So I think for I want to do a few parts of the Shomanuchi technique that caught my attention, and then we go to the initiative part, what I was showing. So we are doing quite well, huh? So we're in the line. So I feel this when he comes, I feel the key moving, and then I take the space so he can take it. So we go this. So we're here. Then I rotate. So this is all going well. Yeah. This. And now here I want you to see that here's also rotation. This one I turn in. So this is empty, this is full this foot, and this is empty. And now I'm here connected, just here and here, very relaxed. And now I shift my weight and I let my body rotate. So you see I'm really not doing technique, nothing at all. The only thing I connect and I twist it in, shift my weight to the left side and then I release. And it's only this feeling, that's enough. So maybe you're a bit used to jerk somehow, so pull in, right? But there's no pulling feeling. And as an uke, he's standing here, he's very relaxed. He's not leaning in, right? He's leaning in. We did it yesterday. Yesterday's gone, so it was just an exercise. But he's connecting to me. He has this awareness that we were just talking about. So when I do this here, and shift weight, he just gets totally connected to my center line. So it's very soft also, I don't pull, he's not late, his connection is always, it's very stable, this feeling. Yeah? Stay late, not to do that.
Dan maak je hem akkoord niet. Toch gewoon in de beweging.
Ja, dit stukje is belangrijk. Ja.
Ik ben er ook nog, hè? Komt weer in. Ja.
Oh, ja. Best ook.
Ja, maar dan met één. Deze moet je die nu zo zit. Eigenlijk al. Doordat hij voedsel kan alles krijg je ook een draai. Nou ben je geneigd om te zetten lopen en misschien
As soon as I start, I see your hand and then I go for the hand.
mooi dat je dan op die ene voet, alles op die ene voet gebeurt. Ja.
Yeah.
Zo lekker.
Sorry?
Moet je een draai nog geven? Nee, dan gaat dat niet. Nee.
Try to see everything.
Without being
There's no effort, there was a lot of force. Yeah, I can
being to connect.
I can really feel like we're connecting.
Die zet die draai en daarop kan je dus die spiraal. Je heupen.
So, to make the two from I actually do this. And it was really nice because I had a physical feeling of
Ja. Voel je dus niet dat jij helemaal angst hebt?
Andersom, dat die arm vast zit. Is de arm is in de linie, dat is niet de bedoeling. Ja,
jouw eerste.
Very, very specific one. I was just trying to shout
Ja.
Ja, is een manier om eruit te komen. Nee, dat maakt niet uit.
Ja, sorry,
Als je dat wil, hè? Je dat tot in.
Wat jij niet zo gaat slaan.
Stand up, it's okay, stand up is good for me. Try some things, maybe some space for the, and I'm not allowed to move there too much anymore. We can see it, but it's a bit further, so it doesn't matter. We are on like this, right? Naturally, key is extending. Healthy person, key is extending. When you start Aikido, key extension is like key extension, right? Mind is stiff, body is stiff. But now we are not beginner. After a weekend, you're not beginner anymore. So now it's just relax, and naturally key is flowing, right? It's naturally when I do this, naturally spiral is happening. Naturally key is flowing. So when you someone bends, it will never bend because naturally your key flows. Only when you stop it, then it will bend or it will fight. Okay, it's easy, right? Some people are already smiling. It is easy. Just we apply it now to things, to movements, to directions. This exercise, each knee. I know you've done it before, at least 3 times this weekend, so I know you did it before. And it's always extending, right? It's never pulling in, because this pulling in, try it when you pull in. Now you pull in your key, and now it's extending, naturally flowing. That's why Sensei a really nice picture with a tree. He's standing like that with a tree, maybe you know it. I really like it. You can see just this natural flowing, this really nice position. Huge tree, so many more things in that picture, but the flow is like this. If you do this, the flow is like that. Some people pull in and then don't pull in. Never pull in your key. Why never pull in your key? Why is that? Why not do it?
And that's not something about it, blocking the other one.
Yeah, but why do you do it then? So what is the reason for you to pull in? Why? Because you're doing it. What is the reason to pull in?
Like fear?
More fear, yeah, for example.
You want to keep it to yourself.
Control, maybe, yeah, keep it to yourself. So,
going in your head thinking about the next step.
oh yeah. Not here dealing with what's there, but I go inside like, oh, what's this? Like in job interviews, they say this is not a good position, right? Which is not true, but of course, if you come in like this and you say all the time like this, then yeah, that's not so good. But if you just open and at one point you go inside, think about things, and then you say, yeah, I thought about it and I think blah 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 blah, then it's really natural. I think it's okay. So, you know, maybe you have read it or never do this. And I don't like never do this, but there's a reason. So it's good if you want to collect everything inside, and from there you go outside like this pulsating movement. Okay, there's some application. But now, for example, a simple test is, why not pull in? If I'm here, you're standing like this, I'm here, and he wants to move forward. He tried to move forward, but naturally I'm extending. So you can also say it's being assertive. But I'm not like keeping you out. Sometimes people get assertive and it's really annoying. Because they're really pushing, this is my space. Okay, I don't know if it's assertive or aggressive, I don't know. But my key is extending naturally, really relaxed and really on my circle. So I'm not like over my circle, yeah, this is my space. No, this is not my space. I'm outside of my space and I'm out of balance. This is my space. If he wants to move in, walk forward, he feels no pressure, nothing, but he just walks again against a soft tree, for example. Yeah? What if I pull in? What am I doing? I'm pulling him in. If he's attacker, like Uke, that means I pull him in. Do you want to pull the other one in? And if you like SM, maybe I don't know, or if you kind of, it's no use. So if you're here, you pull the other one in because you want, you notice, right? Especially with beginners, they pull in, and because they don't trust this movement like here, this is working. It's pulling in. You could see Tony do it already. He's always all over me then, but you saw it before, right? So I put on my helmet then. But if I'm here and I pull him in, he's really close, so my defense is gone. For example, with this, when we're doing this, if I start to do this, it's way too close. He can reach me with his other arm, for example, or this is weak and he can even do this. This is space, he keeps space, and that's why we have a good distance. Here, sometimes you see here, down, this. Here, you can reach me now. I need this outflow of energy to get in my position. He does it, so, and then we can have a normal interaction. You know these ukas, and I've seen them also this weekend, so if you do Tenkan, you know that? Well, maybe you know who you are. It's useless, right? If you crawl into me like that, go away, alright? It's too close. And it's meant well. I know, especially in the beginning of Aikido, and I think many years I did the same. Like I really want to help the other one. Look how well I'm helping, but it's not helping. It's you're in danger. Right? So if I'm doing it, I have this in beginner walking. When I hold him, I stop the sword, and this is not coming towards me. And he does the same thing. Right? So if I want to attack, I cannot go there. If he wants to attack me, it's not possible. Right? Since I did the exercise when you draw the sword, Aikido Yuishinkai, basically I stop the sword. Right? Just put a small hand on it, and that's it. So you always keep that feeling. So for example, if I follow you again, you do the Tenkan Fukinara, I keep this space. This space I keep. I give energy so he can work with it. I keep the space, keep the space. Also when I fall, I keep this space. Right? How many times do we do this? Oh. Yeah. So this is the space. One thing is, I'm extending naturally, so I'm connected to the center. I'm attacking the center line always. That's why it's naturally extending to the thing, the person, whatever it is that I want to connect to. But if he comes to me, I'm always safe. So it's a long explanation for now. I was watching this exercise. You come like this, I wrote it, and then lots of small things happening here, pulling or different positions. But that's why I say I saw at least 4 times we were doing this, so we know it. Some people pull in and let go, don't do it. It's always extended. This also is extending. Right? It's naturally flowing, like water just flows out. So with this exercise it's the same. Here, and I rotate. That's why I said, because I'm doing this next to it, or at the same time, then the same feeling. And it's really the same feeling, because I'm not, you think I have to move him down, I'll move up, and then I push him down, right? And your feeling that comes. At the end, you think, oh yeah, here I have to move him down, I move him up, and I have to throw him. Of course, now you say, no, not anymore, but somewhere inside, still when duality comes up, that happens, but it's not happening here. I take space, rotate, and then go. Yeah? So try this feeling. Maybe it is first by ourselves and then together. So if we take some space, right, when you're next to the other one, you rotate the foot in. Put it with me. Rotate the foot in. And as you shift the weight and release, then you do the arm turn. Yes. And this exercise, do it a few times. Okay, you get the feeling? Just keep looking out. So that's it. So, in essence, Aikido is not that difficult, but it's because of all the different angles and attacks that kind of makes it confusing in the beginning. But in the end, it's always same movement. Same movement. So, yeah. And the bonus effect is what I saw now. All your Seichu Sen, all your center lines were totally straight up. I think nobody was looking at it, thinking about it, but all your center lines were really naturally straight up. Nobody was doing this, but when you're together with someone else, all of a sudden I said, well, heaven and earth, I don't care. I'm just here fighting this worldly life with this partner. I'm just struggling through the mud. Right? Which is okay, but when you come out, it's really nice, especially before you die, you have this experience. It's be additional to your life, maybe you like it, or even try to cleanse more during your life to have more of those experiences. But so naturally, you were all standing straight up. So try now with your partner, get this feeling.
De tijd zijn ja, ik merk het later. Ik kom nog even door. Ik zit dan te beschermen. Nee, hier doe ik het laatste stuk. Ik moet weg. Ja, dat is nog mijn laatste. Ja, dat is een beetje een houding. Ja. Je ziet het maar. Eigenlijk dus het is niet, dat is nee, dat mag niet. Maar ik voel aan alles dat ik niks meer hoef te doen als die hand hoog is. Dus eigenlijk ben ik ook klaar. Dus eigenlijk kan je gewoon ontspannen. Ja, dat heb ik al mee overgenomen. Ja, zie je, dus een lang weg.
I stand at a distance on.
Stappen. Ja, zag je toch de...
Ja, dat is beter. Ja, nice to meet you.
Shall I do Ja, voor je ogen. Ja. Moet natuurlijk ook instappen, dat is dan
leuk. I first continue to stand up and a little closer, holding my breath. With Kotagaishi, it's really clear. This is the way to hold here, immobilization technique, right? This. Kokinaga is different because it's breath work, breath throw. So it's not like really clear. So it's easy now for me to control, oh, it should be like this. But with Kokinaga, it's not like that. So if we're here, I need to do something else. I need to create something to have the same kind of grip. It's really not a good explanation, but to give a simple explanation. Grip, so he cannot go out. So what is the grip? What is the immobilization kind of technique with Kokinaga? Can someone show, like your hands, what kind of position you do the Kotagaishi in the Kokinaga? Yeah. For example, keep this posture, come here.
Oh, yeah.
Why did I say something? If this is it, there's a lot of space here. And why? If you look at principles, because if you relax your arm, I hold it, now it's better, now it's closed, now it's relaxed, now it was here, and because there was tension here. He relaxes, this is now connected, this is open, in front of my center line, so I walk in this and it's really strong. If it's stable, I will never get into this, so I'm going up with and I walk into something I will never go through. Right? But this is not enough. If he has this, what can I do? Right? So this is where the other hand comes in. Here, on my shoulder, here. Now I'm connected. This is the Kotagaishi in Kokinaga. Now I can still walk out, but if you hold it, it's really with ki. I cannot go out, so I'm here. This is the side of my center. This side is here, I said. This side, it's in the middle of front of me. If it's not, or if it's open, like open, right? So here. And with sensei it feels like really like a pillow. It's really soft, so it's never forcing me. And this is also really softer. It's like when you hold someone, like a friend, it's soft and it just hangs here. Yeah. We act like we are friends. Okay, it's time to go now. Yeah. So soft and soft. But this connection, never do this. This means you're pushing someone. It's just, I'm just connecting to it. But if he walks backward, he's really into this. I got him completely, which he's not doing as an okay, but it's very soft. Now it's a little bit feeling like this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we're friends, but there's some tension in our relationship. Happy arm, wow. Tension is not just a happy arm. So this is one, this is from rotating the arm. I'm here. Make it, now it's a little, if you want to poke my eyes, that's an option. But this, here comes a lot of energy from. So you're sending me energy, and I'm not working with my body, I'm working with energy, so I feel this goes towards me, so I will never go into it. If I make it into a fist, it's clear, oh, I will not walk into it, but even here, so I will keep this distance, like, even like unbendable arm, when there's no arm, sometimes I feel I want to do this, but basically my extension is protecting me. if you have this, my accession will protect me. And I can take ukumi, so I'm safe. So there is, with this holding this, and this is enough. This is really strong. Again. Yes, this is really strong. And did you see what happened? So you were good, but then it withdrew here. So yes. So this extension towards me, from your being, from your soul, from the ground. So I'm really like, yes, it's a nice feeling, but I'm trapped. Even I feel this energy warming up while you're doing this, while you're expecting it. So yeah, this is the technique in the end. So when you attack, this is where it is. Yes. And then the next thing is, when he's falling, I see a lot of hands like going like, all kinds of things with him. I'm connected to the center line, so this one is still sending energy. And since it was quite clear about it, like some years ago, like this is love, Aikido is love. So I'm radiating this energy. I'm feeding the other one in the process of Misogi until he falls down. He comes up, he's like a baby, he can walk, and then I stop. And then I go away. So I'm feeding him in this process of dying, all the kekure is dying, all the impurity. He comes up like newborn, still radiating energy. And when he can stand on his own feet, then I take distance and I'm ready for the next one. So if you do this, then it shows to me there's nothing happening inside. It's a copy of the movement, but there's no process happening. Right? It's not so difficult. It's this energy radiating. Sanshin is another way to see it. You know Sanshin maybe? It's a remaining mind at the end. They also some explain, yeah, I'm protected, right? It starts to come up. But it's Sanshin is made, I'm just still there, when my awareness is still there and it's radiating to do the process I was just describing. So if you come like this, here, radiating, and then if you're now standing still, right? You were laying down. Okay, my kekure is gone, my impurity, and I'm gone. I'm not rising anymore. So that's also okay, but then we'll see you tomorrow here. But that's the difference between, I think, almost all martial arts and Aikido, because we do this process of rebirth and like born again. It's the only martial art where we do like this, right? Most martial arts is like boom, knockout. Okay, you won. Judo, keep it there. That's it. Aikido is like boom, boom. So I see it in you also. So maybe I don't know what it is, but it's coincidence. It's a tiny it doesn't have to go fast. It's natural, whatever speed is okay. Vieren, comes back and then you go. Yes, yeah. So this process, of course, there's some technique, some in a way, Kokinaga has some. If you have to explain, someone says, yeah, but if you do this, I can do that, blah blah blah. But here, and if you really make it tight, yeah, right, this, then you can show. Oh, hold on. I remember one time I did with Tony and like really full force and really fighting style, and I just had him. And so I just could easily snap his neck, right? But you were just alert and go down. So it's not you have to do it like that, but it's just inches away from what you're doing, right? And I'm not going to do it hard. And I choose him, so not you. So
Thank you. We have more Tonys.
And it's not just
You're the next Tony.
Here, and I grab this, and I rotate my body. Can you imagine something? My whole friendship slowly. You just come back. Yeah, but don't do it. So really, this energy is totally different. I feel it, and maybe you feel it too. But realize that it's the same. Only with a gentleman's way of doing misogi. We don't have this. I have to feel you, because when you feel me or I feel you, and that's just whatever happens, we go on to that. And Tony, you will win anyway. You're trained very well. And
Ainuka.
Ainuka, yeah. Complete sacrifice and just to the death. go to Aichi and set it up. So yeah, here is open, here's, and then the next one. We use this to stay connected to the center line here. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. If you can do that too. Yeah, that's yeah,
Ik begrijp wat dat
Ga verder?
Ja, volgens mij. Ik zit er wel ja. Veel. Ging ik. Ik wil het meest fijn. Oh ja. Oké, ja. Dat zijn dan niet meer opstaan. Instead of an aanklager. There's one left.
You always when it's water, I come there, I'm not supposed to sacrifice myself. I want to give you a prescription.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're checking first.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so just here, it stays there. Yes.
Too much of him.
You were first you moved your arm and then you moved your hip. So you get a both. Yes. Yeah. While movement of the body provokes, not the other way around.
I know.
It's not that I'm doing better, but it's something
Usually bang on. Can I direct back too far? Okay.
Like now you're taking over. You're eating me, but then you see? Gently There's no break between the movements.
I'm not up. It should be down here.
When this goes together with
What are you saying? Yeah. Okay, at that point.
Feels like one more.
Stop here.
And then you keep going.
Somebody else who died here.
They're online.
Okay. Hi guys.
Okay, yes.
Denk ik dan. Oké, 28 denk ik.
Ja.
Is het zonnetje?
Yeah, just after many hours taking ukumi also it's also tough on the body, right? So let's see how we find a balance that still is healthy and comfortable. With go to some improvement there and try to do some exercise within that limit. Because at the end, what's the end after this? When I'm here, this is Lego style. I keep it Denmark, yeah, of course. So it doesn't stop here. Only in Kotai, it never stops there. Where does it stop? Yeah, naturally. Like for example, put your arm up. You have a question? Yeah. Everybody in the same pattern. So how long do you want to keep this? You feel it maybe a little bit, and I know with kickboxing we do this exercise. You know, oh, it's not so bad. Oh, for a minute it's quite bad, and after 2 minutes you will just want to die. It's just so painful you cannot even keep your arms up. The same like this, but we are not doing that long. Natural way. If I have a ball, I throw it. It doesn't stay there, right? Only Kotai, but even Kotai, it will never explain Kotai. So it accelerates, it decelerates until some point, and then it accelerates and decelerates really fast when it stops and hits something. And it's the same. Accelerate, decelerate, accelerate, decelerate. So we were just doing this, right? So what will happen when we will do this naturally? By Naga, from now on, I don't think we're going to do it because you understand maybe that may be enough. So here, if I do this, what will happen? What will we see a lot? If Nagamuta, yeah. This, and this clapping sound. Right? And no, maybe it's one time, and then after that, Uke is like this. Right? Before Uke was like this. And then this is faster than Uke. But Uke is same. If you want to fall, how do you fall? Same speed. It's gravity. So that's why it's no problem at all. You go up and you fall natural speed. So you not even have to run away from that point or whatever. It's the same speed. This would be good to do that for an hour now or something, or 1.5 hours. Because that's a feeling. Yeah. Oh, that late. Have to go. But you understand it, right? And I was thinking, yeah, let's do that. But then I saw the ukumi with everybody and all that. I thought maybe it's a bit tiring. So that's why I'm a little bit in doubt. But that's really important. But then I changed to another option. We will do Shomu Chikoto Gaishi. And it's the same. It's the same. When you come here, and now I'm falling down. And now I was faster than him. My hands were falling. But he was still there. So my hands were soft, but if I would be a little bit more firm, and I'm like we are going together at should be at the same speed because gravity is the same. If we use principles of nature, which we claim in Aikido, and which is the essence, we will be at the same speed. But then there's ego, body, and everything in it. It's just so that means we will go down, but I will pass him while going down, and that means you experience some feeling in his wrist. Right? You will have pain. So if he's slower and I'll drop down, you see what happened? Crunch, and then you went, right? Did you see that? So it's like the car, like the Kreukelzone. How do you say it? Safety zone.
Crash safety zone.
Crumple zone. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, crumple zone. It's good. How would you call it? Crush? Just crush. Yeah, safety zone maybe. It's safe to call it safety zone. So don't use a safety zone in yourself. Don't use a crumple zone in yourself. It's okay, but if you like to be like this feeling and then come back in interactions with people, like, oh, I just lost my ground. I couldn't speak up for myself. I did something that I really didn't want to do. If you enjoy that, that's okay, right? But it's also good to just keep this extension. He keeps extending. We go down, up, and we're falling, right? And there was no feeling. It was really like harmony, like Aiki all the time, right? There was nothing changing, not more, not less. So it's easy. It's from two sides. Even if I do this. Here, remember? Slowing down, like I'm how do you say? I'm blocking the speed of relaxation, of gravity. I'm blocking it. Then you will see he escapes. He was gone again. I'm blocking the speed of my dropping of my hands because of my tension. Some tension in my mind or in my body, but I don't have the tension. So.
And then you keep it there.
Yeah, always, yeah.
So you cannot do stoppers.
Well, it's same. If you do that feeling.
Yeah, but I'm saying you cannot keep the connection if you stop your arm to break.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. when I'm slowing down, when I'm blocking the process of gravity on my body, then you cannot do it. Yeah, you lose the connection. And it's a waste of time because you could have so much, like these moments extra of Mesogi, like experiencing this, I'm sending key, positive key, so he extra benefit. Sometimes I say it's like a garbage bag you throw in the trash. So in the beginning it's, oh, it's very important, and here, garbage bag in the trash, right? Love. So it's a different energy. See the difference? So let's try it with the Shomanuchi and the Otogachi and then this dropping feeling. Yeah. Yeah, of course, I should have asked you to say it. Yeah, that's why after this maybe also the tiredness from falling down. Just drop down and maybe even lighter. Or something. Maybe lighter. And now the jumping in front, that costed you extra energy. Yeah. It's okay, but it costs extra energy to do it lots, of course, maybe next time. Exactly, yeah.
Dus dan voel ik een soort van weerstand. Die beneden wil houden. En dan ik hem op. Of is het een samengeklap? Nou ja, het is wel
Ja.
Ja, nou extreem. Je hield hem naar beneden. Voel je? Ja. 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 Die hand die gaat wel staan, maar sorry, staat niet in. No, it's fine.
Ja, het is jammer.
En de einddeur is wat zou gebeuren? Ik zou roteren, die kan dan wat gebeuren.
Every time I see my friends,
Nou ja, we waren een beetje op zoek van kijk hem maar omhoog. Wat staat
Er is zelfs een optie waar je gewoon heel klein gewoon beeldjes op allerlei variaties. Ja, ook. Hij is wel super effectief, zeg maar. Sinds dat was uitgelegd. Hij staat gewoon gelijk op scherm, zeg maar.
Ja, ja.
Oké, ik doe het. Ja.
I can do that. What time I go up and down at the same time. Wait a second. Bedankt. Bedankt.
Very good. It's really nice. Yeah, that looks good. It almost looks like Aikido, so that's good. But it's not about what it looks to me, but how does it feel? Do you feel like more Aiki? Is it like more becoming one? Is the relationship constant, soft, constant, but is it there? Is the connection there, or is it shaky? Are these things coming up more and more? Looks like it.
Getting close.
Yeah. And so it's not like I have to be on it, but you now create the surroundings where it can arise, right? So I think that's important that you do that both, and maybe at one point you just come so close that you experience this oneness, and yeah, that's if it happens, it's good. But you creating oneness is difficult. Well, it's there anyway. That's the trick. It's completely one. So there's nothing to disturb it. So that's one side. But on the other hand, you cannot really create it. So what you can do is do some things, some principles, some maybe techniques to help it come up, or it's already there, to help it to see it through the clouds. You understand what I mean? Like sun is shining always, radiating, but sometimes you don't see it. At night, okay, you cannot see it, but it's there. And when it's clouded, you don't see it. But if you can do something to have less cloud, then it comes through. And in Japanese way, in Musoki, there's a mirror, and it's a little bit dirty. If you clean the mirror, you see yourself the way you are. Right? This is enlightenment. You just see it, and that's it. So that's what you're doing. So, but it's still the same anyway. Without mirror, it's still there, the reflection, and it's already perfect in itself. But you don't see it because you're busy. Your ego is busy. You're tense. There are many reasons: traumas, patterns, so many things. That's why you're so busy. Maybe if I have a good job, a good house, a good wife, and good kids, then I'm happy. But yeah, you better clean the mirror and see you are just you. You are jealous, you're angry, you're sad, you're good, you're bad, you're whatever. Or good, bad is maybe more. Yeah, more oordeel and judgment, yeah. So, but the other things are there. If you have ears, they are the ears they are. Exactly the way they are. So if you look in the mirror, you look at the ears, they are just the ears. But if you look at them, you say, oh, maybe they're too small, or maybe too big, maybe too pink, maybe too black. That's the cloud, right? Because the ears are still the ears, whatever you say. So we need in Aikido, we can facilitate in these principles to see this reflection very clear, to see this life happening, interaction happening, and how it's happening in the I don't know if I can say most natural way, but right? Like it's happening with the natural principles, something like that. If I walk always like this, there's something which blocks it. If I'm relaxed, my shoulders sink, my elbows hang next to my body, and then the effect is I feel more comfortable in the moment. With all these things, enlightenment and blah blah. I translated it at one point like it's just you feel most comfortable in the moment. I'm angry and I feel comfortable in the anger. I'm not making it longer, I don't want to stop it. it's just there and it passes by. And if you have a lot of anger from previous happenings in your life, that's a bit more in the beginning, or it's really a lot. It's destructive to yourself and others. But if it's just there, you perceive it, then next time it's less, and then after that your anger, it's just anger, and then it's gone, and then, it just continues. No residue, right? So same with technique. So if you do technique, there's no residue like, next time I'll get it, for example. Or next time I'll hold him off more. It's not there. You just felt it probably. You were just doing it and you feel more and more purified, misogi. That's what we do in Aikido. That was a long story. So we were talking yesterday about leaning in, right? And I said, forget it. It was a building block for what we do now, and I was figuring out what is the best way to do it, and I think it's with touching hands to start with. So here we have a connection. Our elbows are relaxed, our shoulders are relaxed, we're centered, our feet are just relaxed on the ground, knees are relaxed. It's normal posture in Aikido. And now it's nothing's happening, but then we decide, okay, one takes initiative and one follows. So I'm Naga, you're Uke. So I do something and we move. When we just both relax, there's a kind of pressure, there's a feeling which is very comfortable. Right? So it's not like this, it's not like this, it's like I'm not pushing, see this pushing, it's not there. We're just relaxing into each other. Yes. And then there's a decision from this position which is okay by itself, but in life it's yin yang, so one does something and the reaction is, if this moves there, if this moves there, then this moves there. Right? And that's always like that in life with everything. Even if you don't think, if you're at home, you think about a person, oh, he's really not nice. That has an effect. You pushed and something happened. And the simple thing is, next time you see the person, you think, it's not nice. Because you pushed it this direction, so nature just pushes. It doesn't even think about it, it's natural. You do it, so that's the effect. Like karma, right? It's the result of some action. Okay, so we have a good position, we decide this. And this connection never changes. So when I do something, he doesn't know what it is. I feel in your mind you try to follow a little bit, so don't do anything, just keep this connection. Yes. Even when I do my hand like this, you see, quite fast, normally it doesn't change. If it's perfect, there's nothing changing. You're just in connection to me, to my hand, through my body, to my whole structure. So if I move fast, nothing happens. If I move fast, you see, nothing. He didn't resist, he didn't leave my connection. So I can just throw really fast and he just takes it to me, but the connection is still the same. I feel happy feeling in you because that was nice, right? To jump. For me also. So, and then we change. Then he's leading. So I'm just relaxing into it, and we don't change this feeling. I don't know. I think it's intuition. So if I do this, continue. I'm guessing which way he goes, and I project in the direction that I guess he's going. You feel this feeling, right? How do you describe it?
There is no total giving.
Yeah, exactly.
That moment. I miss part.
Yeah, I'm not totally
I feel
giving.
now
Yeah.
100% sugar, and now I miss 100% sugar.
Oh yeah.
The sweetness is not so.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you continue again, it's just some relaxation. There's just a decision in me. I connect to a structure. And whatever you do, that's it. So when I'm Uke, I just connect to his structure. That's my decision, and that's all. I'm not leaning into him, anything. I don't know if it's a conscious choice, it's some kind of gut feeling or intuition, or I don't know. Because if I decide I follow him, then my mind has to track his movement, then translate it to my brain, then translate it to my hands, and then follow him. Right? I can never follow him if I do that. So I just connect, and that's it. So you just do this together. First find the right balance, you relax into each other. And then from this connection, experience it. Okay, this is the good connection, this harmony, it's Aiki. And then one is initiating, another is following, and see how it changes. Yeah.
Still alive? You love it.
Drinken is hij ook weg, hè? Dan wordt hij moe. Zit heel even te denken en hij gaat
Okay. Yes. Yeah, you show what you were doing. You show. Look, they harmonized in a way that's just, I guess the English do it only together. Yeah, actually, we can see from that. They really found each other. So yes. Maybe if we take Aikido classes and look at it, it's Takamutsu Aiki, right? Creative, spontaneous creation of movement. So you create a situation where that could come up. So, right, and that's Aikido. So it's not I'm doing the technique, but it's spontaneously that comes up, which is fits the situation. So if we all do that, I wonder what's going on and what kind of happiness will happen with everybody. But and I like it. I think that's even better. But maybe it's for another seminar. If you're totally free from technique and everything, because I really think that's what it's all about. But But if we apply this to a certain technique, but before I say the technique, then I wonder, what did you feel? Did it work out? Was it constant? Was it easy to initiate? Was it easy to follow? What did you notice? Was the connection constant or whatever?
I noticed that,
I think it was actually quite easy to figure out when you took over and when you gave away.
Exactly. It's a
So-
feeling, huh?
Yeah. So, yeah, now it's not me, I'm just here.
Yeah. Oh, good. Also that, yeah.
I noticed that the feeling became stronger and stronger. First it was only in the hands and then extra legs.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's why we were doing this exercise, because that's ukumi. That's when you attack. This is the feeling. Even before touching, it's the same experience, but with touching makes it more tangible. So often easier to comprehend, to experience. But without touching, it's also easy to experience. Depends how far you developed in sensitivity. That's what it's about. When I touch. And maybe when we just start, it's not there completely. It doesn't matter. Next time you get up, next time, maybe next time. And then when you practice a bit longer, it will grow. Right? And when you get to be more used to it, maybe the first time already it's there. Yeah, just continue this practice. So now, if we do this in Sankhyo, it's vital for health. Right? But again, now this is a little hard. I come from a perspective to that situation which is a bit hard, but it's not necessary because it's the same. It's the same. When we do it, if he does shonen, becomes a shonen, I step out and then one hand is below and one hand is above. It's for a technical thing. I grab here, I touch it, this is a connection, physically. Of course it was already here. Of course it was already when I said please come. Of course it was already when we got dressed. Of course it was already when we were born. Of course it was already when life started. Of course it was always there, it's there. But let's say start now when we stand here, right? Doesn't matter anyway, but it makes it more easy to understand somehow. Yes, here, touch. This connection is there from two sides. He's to my center, but it's really soft. If you lean into me like we were doing yesterday, that's not it. It's too much. It's too much tension. It's really soft. I come here, underneath, and this. And now he never has any pain here. He just has relaxed, unbendable arm. It's never like this. I am not going like, I want to go there, and he's also not going there. And even when I get this, I do it like fast, I'm here, and I'm standing here, and look. No feeling. After we practice a few times, because if I do it now, maybe we have to wake up. But maybe it's already there. But you see the speed, normally it's like easy. So you come here, I rotate, and I move, and yeah. So, yeah. So now you're anticipating, right? So this is the hand, you touching. This whole story creates something in the brain like, let me anticipate, because it's not necessary. Just give it completely to me. This is your chance to attack, giving everything and die. Again. No feeling. Still he had this came in and out, but there was no feeling. His mind was there. And I was quite fast. Not fast, but like normal speed. So, here, step in, step out. Yeah. Was it painful, Sankhyo? No feeling, right? It's just, if there's some feeling, I would rather call it massage. And honestly, like a movement to stimulate some stiffness to go out. It was just feelings to have ki flow easily?
It helped because I felt good energy when I knew where I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
It was crystal clear, you have to go there. So
Oh, yeah. That's the role of Naga, to be really clear. Here. There's no hesitation. Because sometimes you know the feeling that you think, oh, maybe I stop because it will be painful for the other one. But then you make the other one weak. If you keep on doing that, he thinks, oh, it's like this hitting with stopping it. And now this is the natural feeling, so he comes. Natural feeling here, so he knows his natural feeling. If I stop doing that, I'm like, maybe I stop it for now and slowly, yeah. Now I teach him something completely different.
yeah, I feel it stop, so I stop. Then I have to move again and again.
Yeah.
The moment of stop and start is, I feel it here, inside the tension.
Yeah. Crumple zone is a little bit activated because you stop ki and then you start again, and you can never be as fast as my starting.
Yeah, but actually for Uke it's also surrounding to the movement of Naga, and sometimes it's very scary to just give yourself over to it.
And trust your own
Trust,
abilities,
yeah.
trust ki. I have unbendable arm. We're not going to do it because it's a bit dangerous, but if I have a really good unbendable arm, no something will happen. For sure. I think Sensei did it also, sometimes you do nothing. If you really extend ki, it's like nothing happens. Let's not go there, it's a bit dangerous. Sounds really strong. Yeah. But he trusted in his own ki, he trusted in his mind-body unification, he trusted in the principle, so then you can allow it when you trust it. And you trust it, so you come in warm. So if I come to you, you do it. And you come, movement. Now there was also some unclarity, you felt it? Yeah. So you're working together like that. I know I'm okay. I know where he is. I feel his whole system. So if he thinks, I feel it. If he moves his body, I feel it. So I can just go with that. This was easy, just the hands. But now I need to move my whole body at some point. So I don't know, it depends on your level and ability and what you want to take out of it. So you can do it really slow and not exactly the speed I do. Doesn't matter, but just play with what I was just explaining. Yeah? It's really soft now. And then when you throw, 1, 2, and now I will rotate my hip to the That's so.
Okay, and he throw you downwards.
Now you're on your like small part like see how little movement is scale. He's tired.
Okay.
Deze is gewoon draaien. Dit is gewoon
Step back. And I go 1. Yep.
Without fearing
Ja,
So in this 1.
dat ik dan.
And then step in it. This.
we're doing the same.
There is actually like with the sword. It's not zip, but it's like with the sword.
Yes,
Oh ja, want gewoon naast je staan.
Ja. Ik heb wel de zand dat ik
feasible for the both of us, because otherwise, if you don't move with me, this gets really do so. Yes, you see, because otherwise I get stuck.
You're moving away because you're getting a lock on your
You're giving me a hard time.
That's why you on a hard you would step back because you feel it. If you weren't trying to stop, you try to get back to it.
I have to step back.
Yeah, we go back there.
But you have to care also. Which is not necessary.
And then
You're a tough one.
Die vingers erbij en dan dit. Zodat je juist nog bij nog meteen meelopen. Dan zie je jou rechtop staan.
we move as one.
You have to move.
Please. Ik kan ook met mijn heup daar, dus ik ga er nog even de zin
Oh, sorry.
Coming from
Now you were taking over. I've been trying to be proactive. Which part is
yeah, this is why it's
No, Mike.
yeah, you were safe. You were on top of my group. How much you move depends on how much you move. That's why we have to move together, you know, because otherwise somebody gets stuck.
Ik weet het niet hoor, ik ben ook gewoon even aan het
Now you want to move, yeah? Yeah, you were squeezing me. You were squeezing me. That wasn't Yes. I'm captured anyway. So there's nothing, there's no expert question for me.
Then
How do you do that?
we do a little bit more relaxed, more way, so if you come. That's perfect.
I survived too,
Wel vier keer snel.
Ja, dat was een slechte Ja.
Yes!
Really solid in my Sankhyo, but you feel no pain. Maybe normally when you're in a solid Sankhyo, maybe you feel some pain, right? It could be your own tension, it could be like the other one, it's not.
En dan pak je deze.
Yeah. One more time.
Ja, dat gaat heel uit. dan heb je het midden.
Would that feel better if it feel like I was trying to stay in front of leg?
Yeah, sexual levels, yeah. So now it's more like this feeling, right? Constant.
Still weak too far. Okay. Which one? Don't know how I should react to this, but I heard
Setting the scene up before you start to do your thing. So just keep it this way. You know, that's really good. Now I realize. I'll check you again.
Gelukkig ben ik zonder gedoosjes eigenlijk.
I already started to move right now. Look,
And you're there and I'm going to 1, 2. Before I
so you
said,
don't get this angle, right?
yes, before I said, when I move hands,
Don't make it a noise.
so it's 1, 2,
you were a little bit too late. Move like this. Now you're set.
Okay. You can go in one more time, it's okay. Normally when clapping you can also finish what you're doing, because also the space is there. Yeah. UK time, so we get an hour extra.
no, actually,
Oh, we are hour late. So winter time also just changed. Yeah. So that's it. I went. I did it with every couple at the end, and I think we got it. What the goal was this weekend. Uke, the Nage connection, and then the whole story that takes 2 days. We got it. And it looked like we were doing Aikido, so it's a beginning. So next time I'm looking forward to continue on Monday, like tomorrow. Because for me it doesn't stop. So then I try to apply what I was saying, and it's continuing this quest of growth and development. Yeah. So we will sit in a circle soon and then close it up. For now, just connect. Arigato gozaimashita. Let's make a circle. You call yeah. That makes sense. So, first of all, thank you for allowing me to be a teacher this weekend. So, it's a really strong feeling that you all came here and allowed me this space to express, discover, and be on your skin all the time, giving all kinds of tips, which hopefully are helpful. And yesterday, the end of the day, it was a great seminar, but I had the feeling like we are not there where I want to be. So maybe that's scale array of my ego. So I was also realizing that, but I was also realizing it's a half, and tomorrow we will continue. And I think these are building blocks which it will set tomorrow, and it did. At the end, it was there. So. Normally in class, when I teach 2 hours, my only goal is for teacher is to have this feeling, which we have now. So whatever you do in your class, the only goal is to have Aiki. Aiki is present, right? That's the only goal. So during all the years that I'm teaching, I don't know, since about 19 years now, I guess. That was always my goal, so there's quite a few classes with that feeling, so, and everybody's used to it, to that feeling. So then I think that helps us a lot in our growth. We just know by now, almost subconsciously, like that's the feeling of Aikido. There's no, probably you don't even think about it, that's just a feeling. Right? And for teachers, I think that's important to facilitate that. That's nice. But it's not about me only, so we're like many people. So now it's about you, and 10 minutes and you, 10 minutes and you. But no, I want to give the space again because I'm always curious and I'm interested in everybody's development. I know you all for quite some time and for 2 days. Yeah, but we're on a path and I see some growth and development, but I also like to hear from you. How do you experience it? What do you notice this weekend or with Aikido or anything? And I'm not gonna point, so just it comes up, so I'm speaking somewhere. Take it from me.
The Danish people also. So we also like it to be about us. So
please.
It's been really nice to be here. The hospitality is always fantastic when you come. Of course, we came for a reason, to be with you guys and to study Aikido. And I think we have taken some pointers because we've heard many of the things you said before. However, it's always good to be reminded, and we have a long way to travel. And as we train with people who are used to having this Aiki sense, the intuition, when we go into an ugenage relationship, it develops us, and I think that's something we can take home, and we will start tomorrow, just as you.
Yes.
And I will not tell them that you can do a yonki that doesn't hurt.
Yes, no.
But
I'm not going to tell.
eventually we'll get there.
I hope they don't follow YouTube. So.
They're not going to get the link. No, but it's really nice, and gives food for thought, and it's very good when you are in a secluded place where you only have each other to train with every day, and you just maybe go down a path that seems right at the moment, but slightly you are moving away from it without noticing. Suddenly you are doing something else. It's good to be reminded where you're heading. So hopefully you can feel that we are not as hard in our Aikido as we started out to be when the first
No,
we came
it
here.
changed a lot during the years. Yeah, it changed a lot.
So basically we are working on it all the time, and we're trying to be the best we can be. So thank you for letting us have that experience.
Good. We can add that to the playlist. Thank you for the music. So. Today we got 2 more songs, I think. So, okay. It's really nice to hear it, and I'm glad that Peter comes to also see on what path are we now. I'm also on some path, and we calibrate again, and hopefully Sensei also again in the future. Nice.
Yeah, for me, let's twist again.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Look at that.
For me, there are 2 things which I experienced from your explanation and the experience we had today is that by explaining the principle of the movements, the natural principles, at some moment it became clear to me that it's not me that is creating the movement, but when nature does its job, it's the movement itself that creates everything. Like what you thought of is this, and then you twist around and you turn.
From here.
Yeah,
not
I
from
don't.
the side. You're right. Yeah. Sorry, I closed it.
I've been doing Aikido for 35 years. I have to go for another 25. But so, it's like I don't have to add anything except my intention. So that was again an eye opener for me. There is so much natural principles in movements itself. So it's enough. I don't have to do some extra thing.
Yeah, right. Beautiful.
And the second thing was that Uke is learning Naga how to be a Naga, and Naga is learning from Uke to be a Naga too. And like this way of learning is very beautiful, because then there's not one subject and another subject that are learning apart, but they're learning together to be one. It's oneness. So, yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Nice. Good feedback.
It was nice to be here. It was a privilege. Something first. Second, it was nice to build up. And you said I missed something on the end of the first day. But that was today we go further. Hopefully during the night or even the evening we were talking about a lot of things, but also about Aikido. I saw some touching and moving during the dinner, and said, oh, we are really busy. I see that improvement, and the wish to do it is really big. And those moments of connection that we create during the seminar, or any time actually, I don't know how long we know each other, 10 years or something. Yeah. But still that moment of connection and moving together, and that's wonderful. That's the real pure Aikido. The taste is
The nectar. Yes. Good taste. Yeah. Nice.
I feel very thankful for everybody who helps me, because everybody helps me. Thank you for that, because I've learned a lot. Yeah, I feel like happy from inside, so that's the only thing I want to say. Thank you.
intention after sort of a couple of different years was just to get here. That was like the hardest thing. So to then be able to just come here and just be here. I wasn't trying to do too much or take every little detail in because of, I think I would have felt overwhelmed. So I just wanted to feel everyone's energy again was fantastic, and hospitality, as Tom said, is always fantastic once again. So yeah, just my energy has been lifted up. I was less focused on, I'll be honest, less focused on techniques, and although still interested, obviously, but just to have that exchange has been really nice. Thank you.
Did you hear? The hardest thing is always to go to the dojo. But if you continue doing that, then it's enough. And the funny thing, your techniques are really great today. And as you said, I remember Japan, and every moment, how is this, how is this, how is this? The brain really exact. And this is important also. You do right, how is this, how is this, how is this step, how is this turn? It's very important, but now you let it go, and now it's really mature. So that's also, I noticed that today, so that's nice. And you say I didn't pay not much attention to that, and it improved, so interesting.
Yeah, almost allowed to learn the techniques better in a way, because I wasn't blocking.
Nice. Well, maybe before you speak, because you're one of the people behind the scenes, and there's one, and I think many years in front of the scenes, like the towel was funny, use the towels, and the toilets were taken care of very well. So, but like many people, like who help behind the scenes, like doing something. Let's show you. You also, you. So right, Mongan.
And Inke.
And Inke. So, thank you very much. You all make it possible.
Yeah.
Even that is what you told about Uke. It's no work at all when you do it, when you give it to the group. I mean, it's not like giving it, it's receiving it at the same time back. You know you're doing it because, everyone appreciates it, everyone likes it, so it's no work at all.
Good point, Nice, so.
It's nice to do.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to do it.
We did it,
So January again?
Yeah.
September.
Not that grateful.
Also grateful that you came, Denmark and England. It's so very nice, and I enjoyed it. It was so slowly. You built the training so slowly, so that there were so much principles in it. Very good. Enjoyed it very much. Thank you. I want to give you this. It's a bit symbolic. It will grow as you help us teach and grow.
Oh, nice. Yes. So this is me, I guess. Italy, the masters of that. As we speak about Italy, hopefully at the next seminar in August, end of August, beginning September. August in Denmark, September here. With Peter Kelly, we hope that everybody comes. Also from our dojo, hopefully we can also join in Denmark and here. So it's not even a weekend, it's like 2 weekends and maybe in between some classes. So it's really diving into it. Before Sensei did European tours. like 2 separate countries, and I always followed it, and I got so much. It's still giving at this moment. As I'm teaching, still things coming back from that those moments. So, of course, I know private, the balance between your personal life and everything. It's not easy to arrange or financial, but please feel invited. And also we hope from other countries, Germany, Italy, maybe even further, so that they all come. But this is just our hope, and we will express it also through other ways of communication. So hopefully there will be a nice next step to see each other again. That's it, folks. Arigato. Yes. See you when we do the math.
When is the seminar in Hawaii? Then I'm coming.
Mania, dat is wel nice.
Ik ga naast een van jullie zitten. Ik zal naar hakken.
You're gonna finish it.